no time to talk. Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. Now it's alright and it's okay, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand. The New York Times will bet on me. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Through the city breaking and everybody shaking, people staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
Man, do I wish I was holding a piece of gold right now. It would sure help this visual reference to look better. Oh, hey! Welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's ghoulishly good or bewitchingly bad, you see through it, I review it. I'm your host, Brandon the Bambi Man. Considering how last Halloween I took a look at a dark movie about talking cats, it's only fitting to celebrate this monstrous season with a more light-hearted piece of feline media. I am of course referring to Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Released in 1985, the same year as the best movie of all time, Back to the Future, this special aired on CBS on October 30th, and not only managed to snag a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program, but even got itself an illustrated book adaptation of its very own. Take that, Where's Laszlo? The special starts off on a quiet night as we see that Garfield, played by the awesome Lorenzo Music, is sound asleep, having forgotten to turn off the television, until he's awoken by the next best thing to an alarm clock, Pinky the Clown.
Kids! If you don't exercise with Binky, you're gonna grow up to be worthless!
I hate you, Binky.
Personally, I'm more of a Buster fan myself. As non-Pennywise berates the viewers telepathically, I guess, he's quick to remind Garfield that tonight is Halloween. This then summons a song by Lou Rawls, which causes Garfield to start moving around, no doubt making him regret that 16th lasagna he had for dinner. Also, he apparently likes lip-syncing with lamps. I would know nothing about that, of course.
I'm the friend that you need when you're lost and don't know what to do.
Halloween's my kind of a holiday. It's not like those other stupid holidays. I don't get pine needles in my paws. There's no dumb bunnies, no fireworks, no relatives, just candy.
Well then, screw Grandma Arbuckle. The next morning, Garfield wakes up with only one thing on his mind.
What a glorious day and a glorious night to go trick-or-treating. Or candy. Steady yourself, Garfield.
Normally I'd shake my head at him for getting overly excited about sweets and things, but I feel the same way about Hershey's Kisses, so I can't really fault him for this kind of behavior. Garfield then sneaks up onto his owner John, who gets a pumpkin stuck on his head.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing with this pumpkin on my head.
Wahoo! There's a pumpkin on your head. I hadn't noticed.
I was carving a jack-o'-lantern until you arrived. What do you think?
It's you. This stuff appears to be of the lasagna persuasion.
Since when did you like pumpkin innards?
Pooey! Since never. Blech.
Dude, you just broke his favorite bowl. John, why do you put up with this cat anyway? Fair enough. After some breakfast, Garfield comes up with the idea to bring Odie with him trick-or-treating, so that way he can double up his candy intake. Odie, I've come to bargain.
Hey, Odie, old boy. You know what Halloween night is? That's a night when dogs have to help cats go out and get candy. That's right. And if a dog does a good job, he gets a whole piece of candy of his very own. You know, just between you and me, there are times when I love that dog.
Garfield and Odie, one of the original pet bromances, soon to be followed by the puppy dog pals and Skylar and Nico. The two head up to the attic to find some costumes, leading to another song, this time sung by Garfield.
What should I be? There's so many sides to me. I could be handsome or brave, a king or a slave. It's all up to me.
I love how Odie during this entire number switches from happiness to WTF mode. So Garfield chooses to be a peg-leg pirate captain with Odie as his first mate. Captain Solano will be most pleased. I'm sorry, I still got the MLP movie in my brain. So many ponies. John lets them head out as Garfield sings about drunken men or something and reassures Odie that there's nothing to be scared of through another song.
I may be thoughtless, yeah, and all of that, but the one thing I'm not is a scaredy cat.
The one thing he's not is a scaredy cat.
Oh hey, I didn't know Hank Azaria was in the special. After some hardcore trick-or-treating that they're able to pull off without speaking to anybody, seriously, how does this lady not close the door on a cat wielding a toy sword at her? They both arrive on a dock and Garfield decides to pay a visit to the houses across the river.
If we can make it across the river, the candy is all mine. Do you hear me? All mine! All mine! Mine, I tell you! Mine!
At least he's keeping the character? They head out to sea and Garfield tells Odie to put out the oars, but Odie misunderstands the command and throws the oars overboard, leaving the boat adrift as the current takes it down the river.
Flipper the gibbets! I want my mommy!
You all heard that, right? It wasn't just me. They do eventually reach an incredibly humble abode.
Nice touch.
Oh, all right.
You got the touch!
After Garfield breaks his toe trying to open the door, ouch, him and Odie slowly step inside and meet this sociopathic gentleman, who informs them that precisely 100 years ago, pirates, having been pursued by government troops, managed to bury their treasure right within the mansion's floorboard, and they also signed a blood oath to return for the treasure at midnight 100 years later, even if it means returning from the grave itself. He also says he was the 10-year-old cabin boy of said pirates as well.
There's no escaping them. They know we're here. They know who we are.
They know who we are. They know this island. Those magnificent buccaneers, they read our books! Garfield and Odie naturally decide to leave, but the old man has disappeared, stealing their boat, leaving them stranded. Sure enough, the clock strikes at midnight as Garfield and Odie witness a ghostly ship come up the river, and pirate ghosts begin to emerge from the water. You best start believing in ghost stories, Mr. Field. You're in one. The two pets hide in a barren cupboard as the ghosts begin to reclaim their buried treasure covered in ancient floorboard dust. Are they going to be able to keep hidden from the specters? Not if Odie has anything to say about it. How rude. The ghost didn't even say gesundheit. As you might expect, they run like heck to get out of the mansion and jump into the river to escape, where Odie saves Garfield as apparently he cannot swim. Garfield and Odie are washed ashore, and they also miraculously find their boat with the candy all still inside and untouched. So the old man escaped with 2 bags of candy and didn't touch 1 piece of it? That's kind of counterproductive, don't you think? I mean, I'm not saying he should have downed an entire bar, but there at least had to be a gumball or something in those 2 sacks. Take advantage of your loot crate, man. Garfield then decides to do something totally bonkers. Actually give Odie something nice. It's not Pookie, is it?
Seeing as how you saved my life about 18 zillion times tonight, I want to give you something. Here's your half of the candy. Yeah, I love you. Now get out of here.
Lovely gesture. Just hope you checked the candy. Unless your plan was to get Odie sick for some reason, in which case, kudos to you. So that was Garfield's Halloween adventure. It's fun, has good atmosphere, nice voice acting, and catchy songs. As a fan of the lovable Monday-hating feline myself, I can say this special definitely deserves to be remembered as a classic staple of Halloween, and of Garfield's television legacy. Check it out if you aren't too much of a scaredy cat yourself. Though really with Lorenzo music, there's a good chance you'll be too relaxed to be frightened. Well, in any case, that's my Halloween 2017 review special. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, until next time, I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, reminding you to take care of yourselves, have a happy and awesome Halloween, and I'll see you next time at the Mozzarella Joint. I mean, movies.
This is a night
This is the night.
I was created for. I'm gonna put on my best disguise and go knocking on everybody's door. This is the night
This is the night.
I'm gonna hit the street. 'Cause this is the night folks are giving away so many good things to eat. Oh, people, you know life could be so sweet if every night was a night to go trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Wouldn't it be sweet?
Trick or treat.
Just a trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Wouldn't it be sweet?
Trick or treat.
Just a trick or treat.
Practicing? Huh, I'll have you know Halloween's my middle name. Halloweenfield. Oh well. 60 men all lost at sea, all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I who had to face the storm with nothing in sight to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging sea we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. Hey!